and welcome to Floodlight's video learning series, which is a set of short videos showing some of the most important functionality of the Floodlight platform. Each video is about 15 minutes long and starts with a short description of the episode's topic. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed today's session. Hi everyone, this is episode number 1 in the Floodlight video learning series where we will be walking through a short overview of the entire Floodlight platform. Floodlight software is a cloud-based SaaS testing and inspection workflow and data management platform that is built on the world's most trusted cloud platform for businesses, AWS. This means that you do not need to install any IT infrastructure in your environment. We manage and secure all of your data for you, giving you the ability to export it at any time and control who has access to it. Floodlight contains a broad set of modules that are designed specifically to help inspection providers map their end-to-end inspection process and eliminate the use of paper and Excel in both managing jobs and creating reports. Data within our modules are connected with each other and can also be integrated into other software systems that you may be using in your environment via our REST API. The primary component within Floodlight is called a job. Each job defines a work project that you perform for one of your customers and is made up of one or more tasks, each one representing a piece of work required to complete the job. Within Floodlight, you pre-create task templates to define your work by specifying the resources required to perform the task, the data that must be captured during the task, and the output report that presents the results of the task. Floodlight provides a consistent and completely digital workflow from start to finish, automating as much of your inspection process as possible. If you are a third-party inspection service company, you can use Floodlight's request and proposal modules to quickly build quotes for your customers and turn them into jobs. You also have the ability to start at job creation if your customers are internal. Either way, the Floodlight job is tracked throughout the entire inspection project all the way to its completion and includes the collection of all time and expense information, automatically building inspection reports, as well as automatically created invoices. Floodlight also includes a customer portal where you can keep communication lines open with your customers at all times. There are 4 different user types in Floodlight, all with slightly different user interfaces and capabilities. The administrator has a complete view of Floodlight and is responsible for maintaining data, settings, and operational configurations. The dispatcher role is responsible for managing jobs, creating proposals and quotes for customers, reviewing jobs, reports, and invoicing, and communicating with your customers. The field technician is responsible for performing work for jobs assigned to them, capturing both inspection data and information about costs and expenses associated with the jobs they are working on. The 4th user is your customer, who will access Floodlight via the customer portal. Your customer may use this interface to make work requests, review proposals and quotes, and receive inspection reports and invoices. You may also share contracts and other documents with your customers through this portal. Now, let's take a quick tour of Floodlight from each of these user perspectives. Let's start with the Floodlight administrator, who is responsible for setting up and managing your Floodlight system for the entire organization. This includes setting up and managing all Floodlight user IDs and tracking any skills that are important to your business. The administrator will also create records for all pieces of equipment and consumable items that your organization would like to track, and this includes managing calibration and expiration dates. The administrator will create a client record for each of the customers that you provide work for and will build out your price lists, which are a combination of resource classes and rates. Your resource classes represent the things that you use to perform your work. There are 4 types of resource classes: labor, equipment, consumables, or miscellaneous, to cover all of the different types of resources you use in your tasks. Rates represent what you charge for those resources and can be specific to one or more individual clients or can apply to everyone. Many of the modules within Floodlight can be initially populated by importing data from an Excel spreadsheet, which can be really helpful for some of our users. The largest and most important task for the Floodlight administrator is building out your task templates. Tasks are the components that make up your proposals and your jobs, and designing them out ahead of time makes quoting and building jobs really quick and easy. Creating a task template can be thought of in three parts. First, you can indicate within the template what resources or line items are required to perform the task. These resources are pulled from the list of resource classes that you had previously built. The second component of a task template is where you will define the input fields that are to be filled in by field technicians when they are performing the task. There are a variety of different types of fields that you can use when creating your input fields. Um, some examples are text boxes, check boxes, select lists, multi selects, date fields, sketches, calculated fields, and file uploads. Those are really useful for adding photos or an output file from an inspection tool. You can also add default values or a description to make it um, easier for the field tech to correctly enter data. The third component of designing out a task template is creating its output report. The output report can pull in any data from the task, as well as from the associated job, the associated client record, or from your organization settings. The output report will usually include a header and a footer and several content sections. You have a lot of freedom in how you organize and present data in your report, as well as its look and feel, including colors, fonts, spacing, etc. It's a good idea to create reports that follow similar guidelines so that they look familiar to each other and are recognizable as your brand. Designing and building your task templates is a really big part of making Floodlight meet the specific needs of your organization. Your customer success specialist will spend a good amount of time with you during your onboarding sessions to make sure that you get it right. So now let's move on to the Floodlight Dispatcher. The Floodlight Dispatcher manages all your testing and inspection work. After logging in, a dispatcher is presented with a calendar view that provides a bird's eye view of all the jobs that are either scheduled or in progress for a quick glance at what needs attention. If you are a service organization that provides testing or inspection services to other companies, you may use Floodlight's proposal module to generate proposals and quotes to send to your customers. Creating a proposal involves identifying and configuring the tasks and associated resources that are required for this particular job. The dispatcher may also attach specific documentation and estimate the start date and duration of the job. The tasks that are added are based off of the task templates that were previously created by the administrator. For each task, the dispatcher will set resource class rates and quantities appropriate for this job and delete any line items that won't be necessary for this job. After configuring each task, the dispatcher can review the pricing to make sure that everything looks as expected. Floodlight will automatically create a quote for your customer based on the data within the proposal. At the top will be general information, followed by any content sections that the dispatcher has added specifically to this proposal. And then after that will be the list of all billable line items with subtotals for each category and a grand total at the bottom. Once your customer approves your proposal, you can automatically convert it into a job to be dispatched to appropriate technicians. Alternatively, and depending on the situation, you can create a new job from scratch. The job console itself is an important place for the Floodlight dispatcher to keep an eye on all the jobs that are currently being worked or being planned and scheduled. Within this console, jobs can be filtered by a number of factors: stage, priority, company, owner, or field user. You can Customize the view of the jobs on the list by specifying which job fields you like to show. And the job list can be sorted by any one of those fields. You can also do a random filter to search the text of any job and pull up anything that matches. Floodlight also provides a dispatching console so that the dispatcher can see at a glance utilization of the organization's field technicians. From here, the dispatcher can assign any open pending jobs or filter down the pending job lists and available technician fields via various options. Once a job has been started, the dispatcher can monitor progress by reviewing each task individually or take a look at its job report. The job report is automatically built in real time with the latest job data, so you can get a quick glimpse of the progress of the job just from opening up the job report. The dispatcher can also review all of the time and expense data that field technicians have entered to date for this job, approve any labor or miscellaneous T&E items, and view the invoice, which is also dynamically created by Floodlight. When a job has been completed and all the data has been satisfactorily reviewed, the dispatcher can progress the job to the company ready state. This will release both the invoice and the full job report to the customer portal, or those items can also just be emailed. So that concludes this quick walkthrough from the Floodlight dispatcher's perspective. Now let's move on to the Floodlight for the field technician's interface. The user interface for Floodlight's field technicians is designed to be streamlined and clean and capable of running on a mobile device, even offline when necessary or desired. The field tech will be working primarily in the job module with jobs that have been assigned to them. Jobs that are in a field tech's queue can be in one of two statuses, scheduled or in progress. The scheduled status means that the job has been assigned to the field tech but is not yet started. These are new jobs that the field tech can review to become familiar with the work details and plan out how and when to perform them. The field tech can review the job schedule, the tasks that need to be performed for the job, and the line items that they might need to bill against. When ready to begin work on a scheduled job, the field tech will start the job, which changes its status to in progress. When actively working on a job in progress, the field tech can take the Floodlight interface with them on a smartphone or tablet and ideally enter data as they are working through the job tasks. The field tech will enter data in each task as previously defined in the task template. Many tasks will include the entering of inspection points, which is like filling out a row in an inspection table. Each individual inspection point contains specific data to be collected, generally an assessment and possibly a photo. The field tech will also record all time and expense and labor as they proceed through each task. At any time, the field tech can review the automatically generated job report to make sure that all data has been submitted correctly. Often, the field tech may be required to sign off on the work and possibly collect signatures from the site supervisors or other customer personnel at the job site. Once the field tech is satisfied with all data entry, he or she will complete the job, which will take it out of his or her job queue. I hope that you enjoyed that quick walkthrough of Floodlight's Field Tech console. Next up is the Customer Portal UI. Our customer portal is a component of Floodlight that allows you to communicate directly with your customers through the system so that you do not need to depend on emails or other tools to share proposals, documents, reports, and invoices. Your Floodlight administrator will create contact records for your customers and specify that they will be invited to the customer portal. Then the customer contact will be able to log into Floodlight the same way that your organization's users do. The customer portal interface contains 4 components: requests, proposals, jobs, and documents. When your customer wants you to quote or perform some work for them, they can use the request module to make a work request. The format is simple and straightforward, containing a title and a formatted request description. You will receive that request and respond by creating a proposal that will show up in your customer's proposal queue. From here, your customer can review all of the details of the proposal, including the quote, which shows any special content you want to include, as well as the expected costs of the job. The job module is the place to go for your customer to review job reports and invoices for completed jobs. Your customer can review job details for any job on the list. The job report will remain in the system, and they can copy it and retain it for their long-term records and view it at any time. The customer can also view and pay the invoice right away. You may also want to share documents such as your service contract, your safety procedures, your certification processes, or other information. You can post documents for your customers to view within the portal, and your customer can also post documents for your review as well if they have specific information that they need you to know. Floodlight's customer portal interface is meant to be simple and easy to navigate. It allows you to have a direct line of communication that bypasses emails and makes sure that all parties are looking at the same documentation and job information. Thank you for watching our quick Floodlight version 2 overview. Please contact us if you have any questions or would like to see more, and be on the lookout for more detailed videos coming soon in this series. Bye for now. I hope this session was informative and helpful. If you'd like more information about the features you saw today or the Floodlight platform in general, please either reach out to your customer support representative or fill out the Contact Us form on our website. And make sure to check out our other videos in the series. Thanks, and have a great day.